We just had a coaches meeting today. We want to fill everybody in. A lot of crazy stuff happening in the world today, and we want to make sure we're serving everybody, doing what we can do to help best. We, like I said, had the coaches meeting, came up with some great ideas, and we're excited to move forward and tackle this all together. Jay's gonna start off with a story, and then we're gonna let you know our exciting plan and what we're gonna go do from there. All right.
Yeah, we were here for like 2 hours with everybody this morning, and really came up with some good stuff. So I'm excited to share some of that. I want to start with a little story that I think will make a little bit more sense as we go. Some of you guys will remember the ice storm of 1998. Stefan definitely won't. Depending on where you were as well. I was in Kingston during that time. I think I was in grade 8, and it was, it's obviously very different than this, but there's a couple similarities. So we heard that there was this big storm coming, and there was a little bit of panic, but no one really taking things too seriously. And then one morning my dad woke me up, and I was still kind of warm in my bed, and then as soon as I got out of bed, it was really, really cold, and it was 52 degrees in the house, and we had lost power, and not only us, but most of the city had actually lost power, and there was so much ice. It was kind of this perfect storm of ice and freezing rain and fluctuating temperatures, and the trees couldn't handle it, the amount of weight on the trees. There were snapped trees everywhere, power lines down, and trees blocking roads. So you really couldn't go anywhere. We had lost power to our house, and my parents took us to a friend's house, and we essentially, my brother and I stayed there for the majority of the week. And I think what I remember from that time is very different than probably what they remember. I had a blast, and Nintendo 64 had just come out. We had a couple of new games that we played, and we honestly had a lot of fun. We were warm. We had somewhere to stay, and we were off school. And but for my parents, it was a little different. They had to work out the logistics of where we were going to be at all times, what was happening with our dog. Our sump pump was overrun, and they had to bail water for 14 hours a day for a couple of days. So one person at home at all times bailing water. And there was a lot going on behind the scenes that I didn't really, I knew it was happening, but they just kind of took care of us. And I would imagine that that's not even what they remember from it either. If you ask someone to bail water for 14 hours for no reason, it's not going to happen. But in times of a crisis, there's no question, and you just do it. And I think that if you were to ask them what they remember, it would be the kind of enormous sense of pride of just being able to take care of the family during a time of crisis, and not, what your back felt like 10 hours into bailing water with no end in sight. So I think that's kind of what we're looking forward at here is there's a lot going on the back end for us right now, and it's kind of unprecedented times. But I think we have a way to make it really fun for everybody and actually really pull people together. Have you guys not lose any fitness. I think we might actually be able to see some really good results with some of the focuses that we're talking about. And our mission and our vision don't change. They don't change. We have, the gym is a very very sort of useful and convenient tool for us to execute our mission and vision with you guys. But for the time being, those tools need to change, and your continued support in allowing us to do that is very appreciated, and we're going to do our absolute best. So let's talk about some of these plans. So there's a lot to unpack.
So short term, what does it look like tomorrow? Tomorrow the gym is open. We're going to cap the classes at 12. Notice the attendance is down. Will it be open Tuesday, Wednesday? We're not sure. You know, I feel like every hour we get more news and it changes, so we just want to stay on top of that. But tomorrow the gym is open, and we're going to go from there. We have plans, and you're going to hear all about them just in case the doors do have to close.
Yeah, so I think that's kind of what everything's trending toward right now. So what we're going to be doing is we are going to run an open. So we're going to be breaking the gym into teams, and we're going to have 8 teams. The coaches are going to be the captains, and we're going to take care of you guys. And there's going to be a lot of checking in on people, just a lot of personal check-ins and conversations. Each week. And so what that's going to look like, tonight Stefan and I are going to be back here, and we're going to do a live draft.
Make sure you tune in for that, because that's lots of fun.
We're
Stefan is going to work with Jay on that.
Yeah.
It's going to be lots of fun.
We'll be back here. I think we're showing up for 7:30, so look for maybe a little bit after that. We'll be going live in the Facebook group, and we'll also be recording, and we've started a YouTube channel, a separate YouTube channel for all this stuff, so you'll be able to find this stuff there as well. And if you've been around for one of the opens, there'll be a you know, some people in the gym that haven't. It'll be a little different this time around, but get ready for some fun.
Yeah, it's not going to be the open like, you know, 100 people in here.
No.
We're going to take our own spin on the Outlaw Open versus the CrossFit Open.
So
keep everybody healthy.
We're gonna do what we're gonna break everyone into teams. You know, team colors, team names, team logos, all the little trash talking that comes along with that. I'm sure Joe and Kyle will be making videos in no time.
No pressure.
And so we're gonna have some fun challenges throughout the week. I know sometimes we do some silly stuff. We've done like hidden talents. That's been a ton of fun. We've done burpees anywhere. That could still happen. Just make sure it's not a crowd. We're going to do an open workout each week that will be kind of scored, and that you can gain points for your team. We'll have leaderboards and everything. We'll have the team rankings. So that'll be happening each week. How long it goes on for, we don't know.
I don't think we mentioned these workouts are going to be at home.
Yeah, so the open workout each time is going to be done from home, and we're going to make sure that it's kind of standardized and you can do it from anywhere. Maybe that's a name for it, the indefinite open. Hopefully not. I don't know. We'll see. I think everyone's taking precautions they need to. Hopefully this goes fairly quickly.
Jay, what was the first open workout ever released?
7 minutes of burpees.
Interesting. I think you might need a judge too, so maybe you can get your
we'll see.
5-year-old daughter or husband
your dog can
judge you.
So another thing that we're going to be doing to provide a lot of value right now is we're going to have nutrition coaching going on in these small groups for everybody. Maybe, Lace, you want to talk a little bit more about that? The value of that right now?
We have to be careful right now. So we don't want to fall into that habit of staying at home and then all of a sudden starting to eat like crap, watching Netflix, mindless eating. We can go down a bad road. So we want to make sure that we're staying on top of it. We have a schedule. We're making good habits. So Ash and I are going to be on top of that. We're going to create videos, send them to all the captains, and maybe even create that into the point system. Posting a picture of your complete breakfast, stuff like that, just to keep you more accountable. At times like this, you can kind of go down that road, and we can't do that, right? If it ends up being 2-3 weeks, we need to make sure that we're still keeping these good habits and not losing anything that we've gained over the time here.
Mm-hmm. Just speaking as someone who's been working on nutrition, like getting coached on their nutrition over the last 2 months, I've seen some pretty drastic results, and you know, as you guys have seen, Stefan's not kicking my butt in workouts every day anymore. No, I'm just kidding. But there's been a definite performance increase, but I just feel good. I can kind of feel it in my body, my clothes fitting, all the stuff that people notice a difference. So when we say that there's a potential, you know, even though your gym may be shutting down, closing the physical doors for a brief period of time, there's a real potential in actually coming out on the other side of this with some really good results, and that's what we're going to help you get.
Yeah, we're just taking this opportunity to do things a little bit different. You know, create this open. If we do have to close the doors, coaches have we've talked about open air workouts. So meeting at a park, and you know, having either bringing some equipment, having your own equipment, being more spaced out in the air. Just taking the opportunity just to use this time to have fun with it and do something different, right? That's where we're going with it.
Yeah, so places nearby. You guys are used to coming to this location. We can meet behind the gym. We can, depending on how big the groups are, we can kind of split those groups up. There's the beachfront trail not far from here at all. There's Edge Lake Park with tennis court and basketball court as well. So there's lots of opportunities.
And the weather's getting nicer,
yeah.
nicer each day.
Yeah, just dress warm for it. So yeah, as of this video, the gym is still open, but honestly, this stuff could change at any moment. I think people are really starting to take the social distancing stuff seriously, which is a good thing. What else are we going to talk about? As of this week, what we're going to do is we're going to move everybody's membership to the one that is associated with the 13 times per month. There's no reason for anybody to be really paying different amounts. Like, you know, if you're doing nutrition coaching, we're still going to coach you nutrition, the one-on-one stuff. If you're doing personal training, I know that Stefan and Patricia are organizing times to come in here. That's a little bit different than having 20 people in here at once. So there's definitely ways to still work with that stuff. And if you do decide that what we're talking about is not enough accountability for you, please come talk to us if you are interested in doing any of that stuff. And we're happy to arrange that. But basically what we're going to do is just make it even across the board, start as of this week. And if that's already gone through for you, what we'll do is we'll credit it toward your account. You know, we're gonna make sure that we're doing our best to over deliver on basically everything right now. So there's no reason for all the work you've put into to fall off or to fall into some bad habits right now. Working out has benefits far beyond just what you look like and even feel like. It's gonna help your days. It's gonna help you get through these stressful times. We need that hit of endorphins, and it's going to help you, we're going to help give you structure to your days with not just the workouts, but with eating. Because when we don't have structure to our days, that's when the bad stuff starts to kind of creep in.
Yeah.
So, our team was super excited actually coming out of this meeting. There in our group chat, there was, let the games begin with 3 exclamation points, and I think Stefan said something about the coronavirus being fun. But
he said it in a way that
right.
was
I'm laughing
funny,
because we're not saying that, but you know what I mean. Like
we're making the best out of the situation. And
yeah.
Yeah.
Lemonade, my friends, lemonade.
Because who wants to just sit at home and eat and watch Netflix? Not me.
No. Good.
Good.
Sweet wall, by the way, too.
So tune in tonight.
Yeah, we'll be back.
It'll be fun. A live draft. Those are always good.
Okay.
And if you don't know what we're talking about with the open, then
stay tuned. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, just stay tuned. Okay. Something we forgot to mention is that starting tonight on Sugarwater, there's going to be 2 workouts. You'll see the first workout. If you do decide to come in tomorrow, you'll see a at-home workout version 2. There'll be a link to it, a coach describing the workout, maybe even doing the workout. And make sure you log your results in that one if you do the at-home workout. Lots of fist pumps, you can do that as well.